What's up, folks? This is the McDojo Chronicles, and today I'm going to talk about the kids versus the adults at the McDojo. All right. Now it was a large difference between the kids and the adults, and what I can say is that the kids they was very excited. They put their all into it. Um, they just went all out. Um, they fought, they sparred hard, they trained hard, and a lot of kids had a lot of talent. A lot of them was athletic, and it was just too bad that they was being trained at a McDojo. And I have a lot of respect for those kids, and that's why I can't say anything bad about them at all, for the simple fact of the heart that they put into it. Um, a lot of the spar matches that the kids had was more exciting than the adult matches. A lot of the kids' attitudes, well, not attitudes, but a lot of their mindsets was they wanted to become better than the adults, and they went out there and put everything on the line, not being scared, not being timid, just going out there and doing it. And if they would was to get proper training, that would be 1,000 times better. You know, um, what a lot of these parents don't understand is that they are being conned. They are being conned, and basically this dojo that I attended was a daycare for these kids because the discipline was lack. You know, there were some kids there that did deserve uh, their ranking, but there's a lot of kids that still passed their belt test that should not have. But they still put it out on the line. Whether they had the skills or not, whether they understood the skills or not, they still went out there and put it all on the line. And um, that's why I feel that their matches was better. I feel like their matches was more intense. Their matches was more exciting, because they all had goals to reach. As far as the adults, a lot of adults they just wanted to make black belt and leave. A lot of adults they wanted to make black belt and then open up their own little taekwondo school or whatever and everything. A lot of adults they would spar light with certain people and other people that would spar harder and everything. Like with me, everybody sparred harder for some reason, and majority of them was higher belts than me. But I believe that a lot of adults knew that they might not have caught it in the McDojo, but they knew that it wasn't sufficient training. Because one guy he said he just wanted to make black belts, so when his daughters had boyfriends, he can show his black belt and everything. But what's the use of being a black belt if you don't really have black belt skills, or black belt talent, or black belt knowledge? Since you've been, um, you get to pass your belt test regardless if you can do the moves or not. You know, that's why I decided to put all the children in their own playlist called "Kids Are Awesome" because kids are awesome. They don't know any difference between the McDojo and the legit school. And I used to call out any kids future USC fighters, but now I can take that back because their training is not going to get them through, not even into amateur fighting. And plus, the school didn't even do competitions, like I said before. They used to do competitions, but they didn't, and they stopped. And the excuse that the McDojo instructor said was that the other schools, the other places was like Cobra Kai, and they would hurt the students at the McDojo I was at. But I just chalked it up to is that the other schools had the skills, and he didn't provide the students with the skills to be able to defend themselves properly against these other schools that was probably trained even better. You know, um, a lot of adults, they didn't train outside of the dojo. They didn't work on the craft outside the McDojo. Some of us did, and hopefully soon I can find. Since I'm not in the area no more, but I'm in a different area, hopefully I can find a legit place because there's a lot of McDojos around here. But you can get caught up with these bad techniques like not keeping your guard up, and you just using kicks and not using your hands, so eventually somebody gonna catch your leg and throw you down. Um, I do miss the kids though. A lot of them. Some of them was bad. Some of them didn't listen. You know, but I can't take anything away from them because they was doing their best. They was doing their best with what they was being taught. And so a lot of kids have more integrity than the adults. They have more fire than the adults, which resulted in them having more exciting matches. Um, like I said before, it's really nothing bad I can say about the children. All right, the kids will be kids. Kids will be kids. But kids have a fire in them that adults don't have. And kids want to do the best. A lot of adults just want to just get by. They want to get by with the bare minimum. You know, the adults want to get by, not be able to kick waist level. They just want to get by when the kids want to be something. They want to do something. They wanted to beat the adults. They wanted to be the best. And for me and a few other people, we was there and we wanted to be the best. We wanted to be the best. And that's why we end up being the best at the McDojo. Um, the best McDojo adults was highlighted all the time, which included myself and my wife and a couple other adults and some teenagers that was over 16. And but the kids was outstanding. I mean, they was outstanding. You know, a lot of times when adults spar, they got some type of fear with them, and you can see it when they sparring. But the kids, they just go at it. You know what I'm saying? No hold barred. And I just wish they could go. I just wish like a lot of parents would understand that the place that they're at is a McDojo, and they need to take their kids out and put them somewhere else, especially if their kids' desire is to go amateur or professional in some type of martial arts combat sport. And I know one kid, he was real good, and one day his parents ended up taking him out, and I believe he went somewhere else because he had a lot of talent, but it wasn't being honed. And one mother, she just brought her child there just to bring him there, but she knew it was crap, so she eventually took him out. And the smart adults, unlike myself, they left within a couple of months instead of staying there for 2 years. But again, I want y'all to check out the playlist. The kids are awesome, and see how they get down. They have more intensity and more vigor than us, even though they might lack a little bit because of their training. They did what they did. A lot of the kids, they kept that confidence and everything just because they were promoted every 6 weeks, regardless of if they can do the moves or not. But regardless if they can do the moves or not, you know what I'm saying, they still provide exciting matches. They still train hard. You know, kids got that energy and that excitement in them. But you know, I can give it up to the kids, and I can say a lot of the adults suck, including myself. Um, for the simple fact that you know we're in a couple of these videos and we're being trashed about some of the subscribers, which I don't mind because you know what, you need to be critiqued, and that's one reason why I started recording uh, these sparring matches to see where we was at. But I didn't know where we was at until we made the McDojo Chronicles and people start commenting on them, because I didn't even know anything about the martial arts at all. So this place seemed like it was a legit place. It seemed alright. I didn't know. I thought all martial arts schools was going to teach you the right way, but now I know. So all I'm saying is, parents, like, please research the places that you're going to. If your kid wants to really do an art, no matter what it is, make sure they going to a place that's going to teach them right and not teach them sideways. Somebody that's not going to have the parents go there free until a green belt, just to keep the kids there. And then once, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of parents do, they did the training for free until they got the green belt, then they stop and let the kids keep going, and then they pull the kids out. But look, the kids are awesome, regardless or not. If they was at a McDojo, they was awesome, they was inspirational, and they provided a lot of excitement there. And a lot of adults should have looked up to the children, because they put out a lot of fervor. Alright, so that's about all I got to say. I just wanted to let y'all understand the difference between the adults and the kids. I just want y'all to check out the Kids Are Awesome playlist and everything, so you can see the difference between the intensity of the kids and the intensity of the adults. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the McDojo Chronicles. Please check out the McDojo Chronicles online store and pick up some merch. We got some new merchandise out. We got new shirts that say "Just Say No to the McDojo," and we got the McDojo Chronicles crew socks out, and we got the other items there also. We also got iPhone, Android phone covers, and we got coffee mugs and stuff like that out there too. So just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little support. We thank you very much here at the McDojo Chronicles. Alright? And please just say no to the McDojo. Don't go there.